part 3 of the spark plug job. So plugs are in, coil packs are on, new coil packs, same as we did in the front. Now we got to deal with this, putting this plenum back on. First, we want to inspect the bottom of the plenum for any debris that could get impact putting it back on in the gasket. So you might even want to wipe that down with some carburetor cleaner on a rag, and I'm going to do that. Underneath this towel is the opening into the engine. Of course, we need to be real careful here. And under there, we have this metal gasket. Now, I'm going to lift this gasket out, and I'm going to take it out, and then we'll inspect it on the bench. Be real careful, don't bend it unless you have another one. And we're going to inspect. There it is. Now it's metal, and appears to be in good shape. A little bit of oil in there. Probably not a big deal. Don't see any signs of seepage on the engine block up there. So let's clean this up with some carburetor cleaner and get it completely dried up. Okay, I've used some parts cleaner, carburetor cleaner. This is brake parts cleaner. Anyway, it's the right kind of stuff. So that's cleaned up. Now I'm gonna spray some on my rag, which I already did, and go and more careful. Let me see if I can turn my flash on here. Can I do that? No. Okay. See, there's a little bit of debris around the edges there. You can see that. So I'm going to wipe all that down. Don't drop anything into the engine. If there's some stubborn stains on there that won't come off, just spray your carburetor cleaner on it. Spray your carburetor cleaner on it and let it sit for a while, and then wipe it down some more. If you decide you want to grind debris off on the block, the intake manifold, you better plug up individual holes on the intake manifold. No way am I doing that. Any kind of chunks down there would be bad for business. So what's left on our cleanup is underneath the plenum, which is really hard to see. So it's the same thing. We're going to wipe it down. Not much to really show there. This particular one doesn't look bad. That's all cleaned up, and of course, I didn't mention this earlier, but when you're setting the plenum down, you don't want to put it against anything sharp that could score the surface. So just take care of it. It's all wiped down. Back to the gasket. So the gasket doesn't show any signs of deterioration. We're going to use this stuff called gasket sealant. Now this is different than RTV gasket maker, which is like a rubberized product that actually make a gasket. This stuff right here is just tacky. Helps hold it on there, and it does provide sealing properties, and it's designed for intake manifolds and so forth. You can go look it up, which I did, and studied which one would be the best one for this job, and this seems to be the best one. So we're going to apply a thin coat on both sides. When they said this was high tack, they weren't kidding. My gloves were sticking to this stuff in a matter of seconds. It's very tacky. Okay, so there it is. Both sides have been done. Now I'm going to put the plenum on there. Okay, the plenum went in easy. And then I put in the center bolt there and snugged it up. Not real tight, but tight enough to keep it from flopping around. At this point, you do not want to break the seal you've created. It's time to put all the bolts in. Put the stuff back on, you're done. So this covers the restoration of the plenum. When you do start it up, there'll be some smoke blowing out because we got carburetor cleaning down the intake manifold and stuff. No big deal. Good luck.